Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners tuning in with us here in INCRadio, Texas Satellite Studio. It is currently 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time here in Austin, Texas. And even at 9 o'clock at night, it's still pretty hot. I'm not going to lie, but we're glad to have everyone here in INCRadio, Texas. So before we dive in deeper to our show, let's see which wonderful faces we have with us for this evening. First off, we have one of my co-hosts, Sister Mayfan Zaragoza. Sister Mayfan, how are you this evening?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. It's been a while since I've joined Ice Radio again. I've been liking the breaks in between. I'm sorry. I hope everybody's doing amazing. Oh, I forgot. Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, at magandang gabi to all our viewers and listeners around the world. I'm Sister Mayfin Zaragoza from the locale of Sugarland, of course, District of Texas. Back to you, Brother Justin.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Mayfan. And also in the Sugarland, Houston area, we have Kuya Gel, one of our really nice INCRadio faces from back in the day. Kuya Gel, how are you? Welcome back.
Hello, how are you, everyone? Good evening and good morning. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, thank you so much, Kuya Gel. And we're going to head our way over. Okay, I don't know which direction this is, but let's go ahead on our way towards Humble. Kuya Bern, how are y'all over there? And Sister Camille?
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and good morning, good afternoon to everyone.
It's morning somewhere. It's morning
Yeah.
somewhere.
Hi.
Humble is part what east, northeast?
It's east of Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah,
east of Houston.
east
Yes.
of
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, I need to learn my geography more.
Yeah. Somewhere like going. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
east.
Can't relate. Me, clueless.
It's just over there.
It's
It's
somewhere
over
down
there.
there.
Somewhere there on the east.
It's around the corner.
Just
Yeah.
around the riverbank.
It's down the street.
On my right hand.
We're here,
Yeah.
Kuya.
So right.
We're
It's
here. You're
it's just
here.
it's just
Oh.
around it's just around the tree. You won't miss it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, welcome y'all to INC Radio Texas. And for our viewers and listeners, our topic for tonight: stronger together, unity in victory and defeat. Because all of us here in the Ecclesiastical District of Texas are preparing for upcoming sports event, or as we call it, Unity Games. And one of the questions that we'll be asking each other, and also of course to our viewers and listeners, which is also our question of the night: how do sports build unity? So please answer our question of the night in our live YouTube chat, and we'll be sure to read them at some point during our show. And looks like we have quite a few of our viewers and listeners here with us right now. Like, for example, we have Elizabeth Red, who's tuning in from Edinburgh, Texas, who's sending her greetings. And we also have Benson Santa Maria, who's also from Edinburgh, Texas, who's tuning in with us. And we also have our very own district CFO overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talents, who's sending his greetings to our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Coritativo, and our assistant district minister, Brother Chody Sampson. And we also have Jenny Lee Menard tuning in from Austin, Texas. We also have Randy Gitting from tuning in from Humble, Texas. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. I am so sorry in advance. And we also have Jam Bueno, who's sending his shout outs to Brother Ron. So thank you so much to our viewers and listeners who are tuning in with us so far. So as we open up our discussion, uh, so let's go ahead and ask everyone who is here with us. Uh, so how do sports bring unity? That's our question of the night. So we're gonna go ahead and open our show with that. So how do sports bring a unity? Let's go ahead and ask first Kuya Bern and Sister Camille.
We were praying here that we were not gonna
The
be the
first
first
ones.
one, but I guess your turn.
Okay,
Sister
my
Camille.
turn. So, how do sports build unity? So in sports, there's a lot of individual and teamwork. For example, basketball, volleyball. Like what we're gonna have on Monday, we're gonna have what is it? A doubles for
For
badminton. So sports, of course, there's a winner and there's a victory and defeat, right? Like what you mentioned, Brother Justin. For me, sports builds unity because you continue to support and encourage one another, especially team sports. Nobody wants to lose, right? So when you feel like your teammate is down, you are there to encourage and support, to chase that one goal, which is victory. So when you work together as a team, it builds unity.
Okay, so I like how y'all mentioned victory and defeat. So when it comes to victory, how can victory bring unity? Yes, you too.
Oh, victory. Well, everybody wants to win, right, brother Justin? So when you have that positive impact, that victory, it gives that positive impact not only to yourself but to the rest of your team, right? Everybody wants to win, so that positive energy after that, it just gets you stronger. Your bond becomes stronger when you win as a team, right? Because you reach that common goal with your teammates. So that makes you happy, right? And then when you have that same goal, you're united with the brothers and sisters and your friends or whoever your part of your team are. So
I'm actually glad you mentioned teamwork. In fact, that's something that Brother Matt Carl Towns is also saying here. He's saying sports promotes teamwork, thus promoting unity. All right. So thank you so much, Sister Camille and Kuya Byrne, for sharing that with us. And what about you, Sister Mayfan? So, uh, so when it comes to uh, 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 sports and unity, how do you think sports builds unity?
I feel like it's all behind the scenes. When you guys are practicing and everything's just getting together, the planning, I feel like that's where unity starts and that's where unity strengthens because everybody gets to hear each other, everybody gets to practice with each other, everybody gets to meet each other on a deeper level, probably. So I guess that's how sports builds up unity because now everybody knows each other and everybody knows where each other came from or why they're here, why they do the sports, why they love the sports, and then y'all can bond from there. And I guess that's how that's how I see it. How games brings unity. I don't know if everybody
Actually,
agrees with me.
actually, if you see those pictures that Brother Justin just showed, after their games, they do a handshake. It's like a
mhm.
sportsmanship. So they do a handshake, and by the end of their game, they already know each other, even though they're in a different place, different team. They can laugh together because they were having fun.
Mhm.
Not only because there's a winner and a loser, but the bond of them playing together. Uh, they saw each other's strength and weaknesses, and also their likes for the sports.
Yeah,
So
I love
they
that.
kind of uh, what do you call that? Linked with it
Yeah,
together.
they're
Yeah,
bonded.
they're
Yeah,
bonded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, just looking at those pictures, right, it gets you really excited. I think one of my favorites there is the kids. There's young ones
Yes,
playing
the
basketball.
kids, the kids.
But they're
Starting
always
when they're
ready. They're
young.
always ready
Yeah.
to play with the big kids.
Yeah, and the good thing about that too, like from our past Unity games, when they played volleyball and basketball, a lot of them for volleyball didn't know what to do. They'll literally serve and then won't receive, but and they're from all different, they're all from different places, right? That went from Humble, from Austin, but they are in one team, and it's I won't remember who my teammates are if I'm playing basketball and they just randomly get assigned. But for those kids, that it builds unity from an early age that they get to know other brothers and sisters. So it's
Plus,
nice.
who's do you think who's more excited when watching their kids? Watching the kids,
The
actually,
parents.
the
The parents.
parents,
The parents for
all
I'm sure.
shouting
sure.
here and there.
I'm sure
Oh
that's how
no.
Kuya. I'm sure that's how Kuya Gel feels. Am I
Yeah.
right, Kuya? Am I right, brother Gel?
Yes, seeing my son. I mean, he's not into sport yet, but I'm introducing him to soccer and basketball.
Oh,
I
but
love
when
So
it.
you
yes,
hear
I
Yes.
mean it's
but when
nice
you
to
hear Kuya
nice to
Jel's
see him.
kids sing, oh, he's
Yeah. He's
good.
got a good
Uh,
voice.
Good.
Yeah.
oh, they're gonna have no later practice.
Oh,
So
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
we're gonna see them
it's good to see kids.
perform.
I agree with Camille, um, because it builds up their identity. Oh, this is me.
For
Oh, this
sure.
is where I belong, and that gives them more where the sense of belonging as well. Diba? It's like, oh, like, wow, I'm gonna be a player, volleyball. I'm gonna be basketball. So it builds up confidence, right? For a kid, and as a parent, it's good to see. And then of course, seeing our kids, or just in that one big group of players, you know it brightens up, not just a parent, everyone else, right? Yeah, it's good to see that. So yeah, that this builds up the unity.
It's
I need
also
water.
it's also it's also a good way to keep those
Rachel, don't cry.
Oh no,
Don't cry.
I need water.
He's not
I only
ready
have
for Sam to
I only have
grow.
powder here. Kidding.
it's really a good way to keep the kids engaged, because even when they're not playing, of course, they're around kids their own age. So even when they're not playing and they see and we see other kids, it gives them a chance to play around, have fun, and then um, and be happy with one another, have fun with one another, kind of like what we were saying earlier. That's the one of the biggest aspects of competing in these things. About It's all about the fun,
Yeah.
whether you win or lose, and then it also gives them something for them to look forward to in the future. Am I right?
Yes, I
Yes,
totally
it's a
agree.
core memory for sure.
A
Yeah.
core memory, yes.
Yeah.
That's the term. That's the term of the night.
Sounds familiar.
Yay
Like I've
for
seen
Are we
it in
doing
a
him.
one-liners
cartoon.
Cool.
tonight?
I
Yeah,
was
in
bringing
a
up good
cartoon.
names and
Okay,
I see.
and of course, when it comes to competing in things like this, of course, usually results in one victor and one defeat, and of course, there usually is that one side that does come short. So I kind of want to open this next question to everyone here. So so excuse me. So is there a way that teams can unite even when they come short?
Well, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and answer. But for me, what I've noticed is usually that's where teams bond more, I guess, because now they know where they lacked. So now it gives them time to recuperate, talk about it, and then spend more time together building up each other's confidence and like talent and be better since they know where they lacked already. So I feel like it's one thing that would help out.
And
So
I
it's not
think
really a bad thing.
I think victory is sweeter, right? After adversity. So when you and your whole team are both defeated, like you're all defeated in that one game, right? That's when you kind of rise up again, like, okay, we're gonna do better next. It's for me being the underdog, like when you watch
Yeah.
movies, right? The underdog,
Yes,
you're always
yes.
rooting for
You
them.
cheered them on.
Yeah, so you're always it's kind of like that adversity that you had to overcome together, and now you're bonded because of that. Then when you now win after that, maybe like years later, after your team worked hard over those years, you finally get that victory, then it's much sweeter because now, oh, we worked hard for that. It's worth it now because you've grown together as a team, right? So I think I like that. And also um for me, I think like seeing other teams. When I was younger, I always wanted to win. Like I'm very
Of
competitive. Like
course, of course.
Yeah,
Everyone
everybody
wants to
wants
win.
to
same.
win,
Of course,
right?
Same.
that's the best
But
part. Of
like,
course.
but I feel like as I got older, like seeing other like brothers and sisters, like if they win, like sometimes I can say like, oh, they really needed that, or if we win, like, oh, we really needed that win, kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like if you're always winning, like where was your trial,
Yeah.
right? Like how did you
Where's the
test?
excitement
Yeah.
of playing the game? Because
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna win again, so it's not gonna be
There's
exciting
no
anymore.
challenge, right? So
Yeah.
I think, yeah, and rooting for the other team for me is also a good thing because then you can tell like if when someone's defeated and then they rise up to that challenge and then you see them win, you're happy for their victory. So it's kind of nice to see like both sides um of the game, like winners and losers kind of deal. So yeah.
You
Agree.
know,
I totally agree.
one of the best moments I remember from Unity games is, I don't know if this was last year or the year before, but there's this one time, right? It was like one of the finals of one of the sports, and then uh, it was championship point, right? And then one of the teams they win. I forgot which locals were the ones that were playing, one of the team wins, but it was because one of the team misses the ball, which of course happens, and sadly, yes, it does result in missing a point. But of course, when they win, of course, the team that wins, they do their thing, they come together, they hug each other, they're like, "Yay, we win!" But but that only lasted for about 3 seconds. And after that 3 seconds, what they did, they immediately ran over to the other side, and they embraced the other team. They were saying, "Hey, no, no, hey," they were saying things like, "Hey, don't sweat it. It was a good game. You did good. Uh, we had fun. It was nice playing. We should do this on our own time. This is really cool." So an event like Unity Games, that just all the more brings out the name Unity.
Unity. Yes.
Mhm.
It's not, sometimes it's not even from your teammate. That's the thing. It doesn't
Mhm.
come from your home base. It comes from somebody else.
Exactly. Like
And
it doesn't matter what that you're wearing the different colors. We're all still friends and family with one another.
we're all
With
just
one
players.
another. We're all still in the same brotherhood.
Right here.
We're all still players.
Exactly.
I don't know
And
if I like that.
All people.
All just players of the game. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. I made
Players
it
of
more
the game,
specific. Players of the
athletes.
game.
We're all athletes.
Athletes.
Athletes. That's better.
There you go. Much better.
okay, and at this part of our show, of course, we're gonna take a look at what we like to call player profiles, because some of us here in the INCRadio Texas Satellite Studio, we actually came up with a list of types of players that we would see in some teams, or if not some teams, then maybe many teams. And then we're going to highlight some of the best qualities in each of them. And we're also going to see which ones we feel like we relate best to. And we're going to look at this first list right here. So for one, there's is anyone this one, the calm one, the player that keeps composure and stays calm throughout the whole game?
Oh, that's,
Gel.
for
Okay.
sure. I
Hey.
support Kuyajel's answer, because last Unity game he was just laughing. And I was
Yeah,
like, okay.
it's all about fun.
Yes, Kuya, you're definitely the calm one, because every time you show up at Unity Games, you always have the same face. You're either calm or you're happy,
Yes.
It's
and
either
we really need more of that. We need someone who can be an example of us for that.
oh, and he also sometimes just shows up with food, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
it.
just ask him where you got that from.
I'm always hungry.
We can benefit from that.
Everybody.
And speaking of being the example, of course, we always need a team who's always the leader. Everyone needs a leader, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
That could
Yes.
also be the same as the cheerleader, or the one that gives that speech,
The
right?
boost.
Yeah, the boost. Yes.
The boost.
Encouragement.
Yes.
Yes, the one who can always set an example for their team.
Mhm.
Kuyajel, I feel like that's also you.
Oh no, no. I'm
Agile
the,
is everything. It's
MVP.
MVP, the common, the leader, the strategist, everyone,
I just-
everything.
I'm the calm one, and when someone is hot, then I tell them,
Yeah.
"Hey, chillax."
Because
It's okay.
once
It's
you're
okay.
calm,
I
you
guess
can see everything.
I guess becoming a father and then having a son who's
Wow.
sometimes throwing
Mm.
a tantrum. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, that person is enough.
I'm
He's
used
throwing
to
a
that.
tantrum.
I
You show
I,
up
I
and be
happened
like,
to
I'm
did
trained.
that too. Last year. So I was calming him down. It's like rubbing their back.
It teaches you to be calm.
Yeah, like it's
I was waiting
okay.
for the next thing to happen, Kwe. So you're rubbing this back, and
Yeah.
then
It's
I thought you were
okay.
telling a story, but
I was waiting for the catch.
Then you give him a
Okay.
hug.
You, before we continue this segment, there's actually been quite a few of our viewers and listeners who have also been chiming in on this segment. Like, for example, we have one from one of our ministerial workers, Brother Ron de Mesa, who's saying, winning feels great, but it's the journey, the laughs, struggles, and unity, kind of like what we've been saying, during practice that strengthens the bond. And he's tuning in all the way from Edinburgh, Texas. And let's go ahead and read a few more. We also have one of the ministers of the gospel who's tuning in all the way from South Anchorage, Alaska, and that's where he's tuning in from, all the way
Oh.
from Alaska, the largest state in the United States. Thank you so much for tuning in, Brother Jan. And we also have quite a few of our viewers and listeners who are also very excited for upcoming district event, which is the Unity Games, such as Brother Michael Bug, and he'll be traveling all the way from Universal City, which is not too far from here. And we have Mario Oka, who of course is tuning in all the way from Caloocan North over there in the Philippines. Good morning to our viewers and listeners. And we also have let's see who else we have. We have Julie Severa tuning in from Houston, Texas, and we also have one of our other ministerial workers, Brother Kevin Marin, who says sports pushes people to reach the best they could physically and even mentally. When a group of people are pushing each other to be better, the unity and bond of being great created is like no other. Wow. So thank you so much to our viewers and listeners for being with us on our show. And of course, once again, if you haven't yet answered our question of the night, which is how do sports build unity? Please go ahead and answer our question in our live YouTube chat. And we'll be sure to read them at some point during our show, if there's time, of course. And let's go ahead and continue this list. So, Kuya Bern, I feel like you're the strategist or the one that takes risks.
I could see him. I could see him do that.
When
Taiki.
it comes to risk, going to the infirmary after a game, yeah, maybe.
Please be safe. Please be safe, everyone.
I remember that one time we had back-to-back games, and then I was
Virginia.
yeah, I was in Virginia, and
wow.
and they put me in a wheelchair, and
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
one of our friend was laughing at me. I was like, and I laughed at him too. I don't know why.
You really said lock in to that game.
That was at Unity Games we had with different districts, right? And
Oh,
a
I
lot of
went
us who
to-
traveled far, I think we had like long drives,
Long
and a
drives
lot
and-
of the others like flew, right? So a
Yes.
lot of the Texas athletes was cramping.
Everyone from Texas, that's their that's what inside of most of 90%
Yeah.
from the infirmary are from Texas.
Well, lesson
You know-
learned. We need to be
Oh,
early next
Infirmary, I'm
time.
sorry, nursery.
The
Oh
nursery.
no. Yeah, somewhere there, medical bay.
This actually reminds me of one time back when I was in high school and I was still playing competitive tennis. So I was playing a doubles game, and before that, my doubles partner he said, "Justin, why don't I take the lead? I want to try something new." And I'm like, "You sure? Everything we've been doing has been working. Why don't we just stick with it?" No, I want to try. And I'm like, "All right, I trust you." But then we we lost the first two games.
Okay, best time to
and then
test.
after the second game, I'm like, "Are you sure about this?" And I'm like, "Okay, fine. We'll do it your way." And I'm like, "Great." And then thankfully we were able to win the rest of the game. And then when we of course after the match, we go up to our opponents, we shake hands, good game, good game. And then some of our friends, they were like, "I'm kind of surprised at the way y'all performed in the beginning of that match." And I'm like, "Gee, I wonder why."
We
So
know
do you feel
why.
like you were the calm one during that time, and he
I-
was
I-
the risk taker?
For me, I was definitely the calm one because I let everything happen.
Eh,
Of course, there's always that's definitely a learning experience, and we do have a second list right here. And I think Kuya Joe, you mentioned that you were the player that brings the best snacks.
Oh yes, because I love to eat. I don't know, just for some reason, when I'm waiting to play, I don't know, I just need a snack. Like I'm watching a show or something like that.
he
So
always has a snack.
yeah.
What kind of
He's my
snacks? Kuya?
go-to person.
Oh, actually,
Adobo?
man, I should have brought my. I know, kanina I was in the store and I got some of those granola bars.
Mm.
Oh, he
Yeah.
ready. Okay, now I know who
Chocolate,
to look for when I get there on
chocolate
Sunday.
I'm
covered
No,
gonna look
Saturday.
for you,
No,
Kuya Joe.
granola
Monday.
bars.
For,
Like, where's
for,
Kuya Jel?
for for me, when it comes to snacks, for me, I either bring chocolate peanut butter protein bars
Oh,
or
Oh, bougie.
cheese crackers because
oh my
I,
god.
I I love cheese crackers.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
go over the radio. Paging Jose. Paging Jose. I need your snack, please.
Kuya Jel, is that your name?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You're gonna have a lot of heads turning when you call. us.
Jose. Which Jose?
Oh, it is. It is.
yeah, that's his name. What do you mean?
Kuya, I thought your real name was Jel.
Jel.
You don't use that.
Oh, I get that a lot in high school. They call my
Jose.
name and there's probably 5 of us.
Done.
Okay, and 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 we have this next one right here. The player that always brings extra
Oh,
gear. That is
I know
definitely me.
who.
That's the clutch,
That's
Yes,
me.
you
I
know.
was gonna say
Yeah.
Justin. Yes.
That's me.
Extra gear.
That's
Okay.
the
He
clutch.
Yeah,
brings
they
the
I
Really.
have
whole
even
I
house,
have
kuya. He
they
brings
even have
three
mustard.
bags.
Mustard.
You know, mustard can
Oh,
alleviate
the
your cramps.
cramps. Also like pickle juice.
I thought it was just
Okay,
pickle.
I did not know that. Fun
I don't know
fact.
about mustard.
Wait,
I don't
They,
know.
they
really?
I just
they
drink
let me
water.
eat. They let me eat 5 of it.
Um,
Oh,
he has experience
Yeah,
Okay, tested and proven.
cramping
but
This
for,
has
for
been
me,
studied.
I'm
yes.
definitely
by brother.
This is recommended by nurses too.
oh, okay.
Mayonnaise. No, mustard. I'm sorry.
Don't change it.
Can't.
Oh.
okay.
Got
I have no idea how it got to mustard, but I'm
He said it helps with the cramps, and then it got to mayonnaise, which
Which
is
is totally
totally not
wrong.
there. Let's go to the next player. Let's celebrate the small wins.
I
player that
don't.
celebrates the
I
small
don't
win.
know.
Sister Camille. I think you were the one that said that you always like to celebrate the small wins.
I do, especially the kids. Like I love cheering them.
We we,
Even
we need
Yeah,
we need more people like that. We need more people like
It's
that.
so much fun watching the kids play.
yeah,
They take it so seriously. I love it.
it's very serious.
because
But I
it
feel
helps
Because
like
them.
they always want to have fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
They
that's true.
do.
Yeah,
They
especially
lock
for those
in.
who just started, their first time. So cheering them, it's like, oh wow, the
yeah.
sense of belonging. Like, yay!
Yeah, when they're playing, it's like you're the one playing too.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice to cheer for them. And then this they know who to like pass the ball to. I remember when they had like basketball, there was like one brother and he was kind of like older, a little bit older than most of them, and he is like more skilled. So every time they would catch the ball, they would throw it to this certain brother and they would always make a score.
It's always the
That's
brother who
such good
scores.
teamwork. They
See,
already
they
knew
know.
how
They
to play.
know. They
Maybe
know
bring
the
know
the ticket to
strategy.
Kobe.
They're ready.
They know who the MVP is.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
They
they know how
already
to win.
accept that they're here to pass the ball, not to
That's
make the
right. Yeah,
score.
that's teamwork right there.
That's unity.
Yeah.
Using their skill set, right?
I kind of want to go back to the always brings extra gear part because back when I used to play sports, I would always bring extra shoes, extra clothes, sweatpants,
Well, even
sweater.
now, you still
I
do.
I do that and I have no regrets.
Actually, that's
If you
good.
open his
You're
car, it's
prepared.
like a
Yeah,
whole store.
yeah, and I'd always have a jump rope in my bag, a stretching mat. Like there was one time during a tennis tournament, one of my friends came very unprepared. Next thing you know, head to toe, all mine.
So you're
Head
the
to toe,
sponsor
all
at that
mine.
You're the
point.
sponsor.
Sponsor.
Yes. And then of course we do have the historian, the player that never forgets the group picture. I think
I
that
feel like
that
a lot
I
of
that
feel
should
like
be
this
all
titas,
of
is
us.
me.
a lot
These
of
are the
tit-
parents.
a
The
lot of
parents.
titas are historian. They can really
Yeah.
take pictures of anything and everything.
And you can never forget the group picture, especially if you want to take a picture of the team you just played with, whether you won or lost, because it's definitely a moment that you want to remember.
For
Right.
sure.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yes.
about the player that always like decides where to eat after? Because I just saw Brother Ron's comment, Korean barbecue after UG. Is that an official invite?
Is
We
that?
will.
Are we
Uh,
sending RSVP?
Only if
we
they're
will.
paying.
We. I guess we will find out this coming Monday.
I'm here for Kuya Dodge's brisket. If
Oh,
Kuya Dodge is
okay.
here,
Kuya Dodge.
I think he's watching. So
Shout
Oh, I
out.
gotta taste it. I've seen it, but I need to
yes,
show
Yeah,
it's
it on
good.
Facebook.
it's
and
documented.
somehow the sports topic ended up on food again.
Oh my
Fantastic.
It
god.
always does. It always
Hey,
does.
guess what?
Podcasters.
Food
Yeah.
unites everyone.
That's true.
For
Same thing.
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
So
Uh,
that's
It
food for the
does.
soul.
Sports,
Oh, food for the
sports,
stomach.
food, and unity. Yeah.
Oh, that's how I fell in love.
Yes.
I think we should
yeah.
change the
Okay.
topic.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go back.
Okay, all right. Well, sadly, that is all the time we have left for this for tonight's show. But of course, before we wrap up our show, of course, yes, we do have, as we have been saying throughout this whole program, we do have our upcoming Unity Games this coming Monday, May 26th, here in Round Rock, Texas, and we are really excited to see everyone from the Ecclesiastical District of Texas to be there, and we're really looking forward to all the fun, the competition, and of course the unity on that day. And before I wrap up our show, we can never forget to thank our district CFO overseer, Brother Matt Carl Talons, our assistant district minister, Brother Chody Sampson, our district supervising minister, Brother Noel Carita Divo, our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Endaya, our station manager, Brother Wally Tarai, our CEBSI CEO and CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Arano V. Manalo, and of course, we can never forget to thank our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much for all your support in these programs, Paul. And once again, to our viewers and listeners, please continue to tune in to INCRadio Texas every Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time, or every Friday at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And coming right after this, we have INCRadio Caribbean. Once again, thank you so much to our viewers and listeners for tuning into INCRadio Texas. We will see you next time.